Whether you're looking for a completely no annual fee setup, or if you have an annual fee setup and you're looking for complimentary no annual fee credit cards, then this is the video for you. Today I want to talk about some of the best no annual fee credit cards that you could get for up to 10 different spending categories. Some of those spending categories are travel and transportation, dining, groceries, gas, and more. Then for each spend category that we go over, I'll state which card I would pick if I had to make that decision myself, along with my reasoning as to why I chose that specific credit card. Keep in mind that although I'm just choosing one card per category, you are free to get all of the cards in this video if you'd like. It's the real world. As a matter of fact, I would recommend getting multiple cards per category if you could manage it. My whole goal of this video is to pretty much help you give a broader perspective, I guess, of the options that are out there, because you don't need to pay an annual fee to get some really good value credit cards. The first category that I'll be going over is going to be the broadest category out there, and this is going to be your catch-all credit cards. These are the credit cards that are going to be used for those general purchases here and there. My first option is going to be the Citi Double Cash card. It's a really straightforward credit card that earns you 2% cash back on any purchase. Unlike the other credit cards in this category, the Citi Double Cash gives you the cash back in a unique fashion, to say the least. It will give you 1% cash back when you make the purchase, and then it will give you the other 1% cash back when you make a payment for that purchase. Ultimately, that shouldn't really be a problem because I'm assuming all of you out there are making your purchases on time, your payments on time, and making your payments in full every month. So you're basically going to be getting that full 2% cash back the same time that you would get the cash back from these other credit card options. This method, or I guess this way of earning cash back, really only affects those who are carrying balances from month to month, so you won't be getting that extra 1% cash back until you finally make your credit card payment. The Citi Double Cash also has a welcome offer going on right now of earning $200 cash back after spending $1,500 in the first 6 months of account opening. The next option we have is a very similar, almost identical credit card to the Citi Double Cash. This card is the Wells Fargo Active Cash. The Wells Fargo Active Cash also earns you 2% cash back on all purchases and has a welcome offer of earning $200 cash back after spending $500 in the first 3 months of account opening. However, the added benefits of the Wells Fargo Active Cash is that it is a Visa credit card, and it also comes with cell phone protection. The fact that this card is a Visa card really helps those who shop at Costco because they could use the Active Cash credit card there, but you can't use the Citi Double Cash card, which is a MasterCard, at Costco. Yet another catch-all, no annual fee credit card option is the American Express Blue Business Plus card. This card also earns 2x back on any purchase, and it does earn you Amex membership reward points, which are the same credit card points that the Amex Platinum or Amex Gold card earns. That means you could transfer these points to one of American Express's travel transfer partners to get a great redemption on a flight or a hotel. The added benefit of this credit card is that it's also a business card, which means your credit utilization will not be reported to your personal credit score. Right now, the Amex BBP has a sign-up bonus of 15,000 Amex points after you spend $3,000 in the first 3 months. The minimum spend requirement for this card is a lot higher than the previous 2 cards simply because it's a business credit card. If you want another catch-all business credit card, you have the Chase Ink Business Unlimited as an option. However, with this credit card, you will only be receiving 1.5% cash back on any purchase. At the time of filming, the welcome offer is $750 of cash back after spending $6,000 in the first 3 months of account opening. Once again, it's a business credit card, hence the high minimum spend requirement. Chase also has a personal credit card version of the Ink Business Unlimited, which is the Chase Freedom Unlimited, which also earns 1.5% cash back on any purchase. The Chase Freedom Unlimited usually has a sign-up bonus of $200 cash back after spending $500 within the first 3 months. My selection for this whole catch-all general purchase category would be the Wells Fargo Active Cash because it's a Visa credit card and I primarily shop at Costco right now for groceries, so I'll use that to earn 2% there. Of course, this is a friendly reminder that, once again, in the real world, you are not limited to just one card per category. I'm just choosing only one credit card per category for the sake of this video. Speaking of credit cards that you could use for groceries, the next category is going to be the grocery category. The first option on that list is going to be the no annual fee Capital One Saver One. This card earns 3% cash back at grocery stores amongst other categories that we'll talk about later in this video, because this is not the first time we'll see the Capital One Saver One. The Capital One Saver One also has no foreign transaction fees, which is really cool on a no annual fee credit card, and it's extra cool because this card will still earn the 3% on grocery stores when you're traveling abroad. Just like many other cards we already talked about today, the Saver One has a sign-up bonus of $200 cash back after spending $500 within the first 3 months of account opening. Now, this next card is a bit of a tricky card, or I guess a curveball, or a flexible card in this whole category because it is the Citi Custom Cash Card. This no annual fee card earns you 5% cash back on up to $500 of spend on the top spending category from a list of eligible categories within that billing cycle. The full list of eligible categories are restaurants, gas stations, grocery stores, select travel, select transit, select streaming services, drugstores, home improvement stores, fitness clubs, live entertainment, and that's it. This card is special and I think one of a kind as far as I know, because each billing cycle you essentially would choose with your purchases what category will earn 5% cash back. In my case, I would select the groceries as that top spending category, so that's why I put it in the grocery category. But amongst these eligible categories that I talked about, I want you to see which category you would spend the most on for month to month, because you might want to use the Citi Custom Cash Card for that category instead, even if it's not for groceries. I know another popular spend category that people use this card for is their gas station credit card. And we're actually going to go over gas credit cards later on the video, so just keep that in the back of your mind. This card has a welcome bonus of $200 cash back after you spending $1,500 on purchases within the first 6 months of account opening. Another grocery credit card option is the Amex Blue Cash Everyday Card, which will give 3% cash back on US supermarket purchases on up to $6,000 per calendar year. Although this isn't a business credit card, it does have a high minimum spend requirement of $2,000 within the first 6 months of account opening in order to earn that $200 cashback welcome offer. An important thing to note here is that this credit card will earn you rewards that could be used as statement credit only, whereas the Amex Blue Business Plus card that we talked about earlier will earn the regular membership rewards, which could be used for a lot more things like travel and so on. Personally, amongst these 3 credit cards for groceries, I would choose the Capital One Saver One because I'm going to use the Citi Custom Cash for another category that we're going to talk about in a second. Also, it doesn't hurt to have no foreign transaction fees. The next spend category kind of goes hand in hand with groceries, and it's the dining category. And what do you know? The Capital One Saver One also earns 3% cash back on dining purchases as well. Don't forget that this card still has no foreign transaction fees and will earn 3% cash back on restaurants worldwide. Once again, you can also use the Citi Custom Cash Card here that will earn 5% cash back. But a new credit card that we haven't talked about yet in this video is going to be the Bilt card, which will earn 3x points on restaurant purchases worldwide. Although this credit card has no sign-up bonus, it still has no annual fee and it also has no foreign transaction fees. But one of the best parts about this credit card is that you can use the points to transfer them to a travel transfer partner. Some of those partners include American Airlines, United Airlines, Hyatt, Marriott, British Airways, and more. The Bilt credit card also has this special ongoing offer where you can earn double the points on the first day of each calendar month. So instead of earning 3x points on restaurant purchases, you would earn 6x points on that one day. So if you had to blow your entire restaurant budget on one day every month, I would choose to use the Bilt credit card and go out to eat on the first of every month to get that 6x points. Another potential grocery no annual fee credit card is the Wells Fargo Autograph. This credit card will earn you 3x back on restaurant purchases, and you can use those points towards travel, gift cards, or cash back. This card also has no foreign transaction fees, and it has cell phone protection, and you could receive a welcome offer of 20,000 points after spending $1,000 on this card in the first 3 months of account opening. Or if none of these cards sounded good for you, perhaps the US Bank Altitude Go Visa card that earns 4x back on restaurant purchases could be the credit card for you. This card also has no foreign transaction fees and a welcome offer of 20,000 bonus points after spending $1,000 within the first 3 months of account opening. Okay, that was a lot of different options for potential restaurant category credit cards. That's like a tongue twister. Potential restaurant category credit cards. Nailed it. But which one would I choose? Personally, since I would be using the Wells Fargo Active Cash card for my groceries, aka the Costco purchases, I would use the Citi Custom Cash card as my main restaurant category card to earn 5% cash back with it. However, when it comes to traveling abroad and eating at restaurants internationally, I can't use the Citi Custom Cash because it's going to have a 3% foreign transaction fee, which will completely wipe out the value of using that card. So I know it's cheating a little, but since I said I would only be choosing one credit card for each category, I'm actually gonna go against my rules and choose another card for the restaurant category because I like built points and it's gonna earn 3x points on those foreign dining purchases. And by the way, if you're thinking about applying for a credit card, please take a look at the description below for my credit card affiliate links where you can learn more about that card you want to get next. It won't cost you anything and it's one way to help support me and my channel. Just make sure you're getting the best welcome offer available to you. So far we have a catch-all credit card, a grocery credit card, and a dining credit card. But another major spend category is going to be travel and transit. Travel purchases are more so specified as flights, hotels, car rentals, maybe even cruises, whereas transit purchases are, public transportation like subways, buses, trains, maybe even parking garages or toll booths. And I actually have one credit card for each of those categories that would be my no annual fee credit card choice. For transit purchases, I would use the Wells Fargo Autograph card because it's going to earn another 3x points on all of those transactions. Then for travel purchases, I would use the Bilt credit card. Once again, that will earn 2x points on those transactions. Just let it be known that the Wells Fargo Autograph card does actually earn 3x points on the same travel purchases that the Bilt credit card is only earning 2x points on. So why would I choose the Bilt credit card over the Wells Fargo credit card in that situation? It really boils down to travel insurances and car rental coverage. Surprisingly, the Wells Fargo Autograph offers secondary car rental insurance within the United States and primary car rental insurance outside of the United States. However, the Bilt credit card offers primary car rental insurance no matter where you go. Also, the Autograph card has no trip insurance or coverage, whereas the Bilt credit card gives you trip cancellation and interruption protection, along with trip delay reimbursement. Understandably though, some people don't care about travel coverage or car rental insurance, and that's okay. If you're one of those people, then perhaps you would be better off with the Wells Fargo Autograph card for travel and transit purchases. Personally, I like to be on the safer side for that kind of things, so that's why I would choose the Bilt credit card for travel purchases and then use the Autograph credit card for the transit purchases. I also forgot to mention earlier that the Bilt credit card also has cell phone protection too. And since I'm talking about the Bilt credit card so much right now, the next spend category is going to be rent. And hands down, I would use the Bilt credit card over any other credit card unless you're trying to hit a sign-up bonus. With the Bilt credit card, you'll earn 1x points on rent, and you won't have to pay any sort of transaction fees or convenience fees. Sure, there are catch-all cards that earn 2% back or 1.5% back on any purchase, but that value is going to be eaten up by all of those convenience fees. One of the only times that makes sense to use a credit card outside of Bilt's credit card to pay rent is when you're trying to hit a minimum spend requirement on a new credit card in order to hit the welcome offer. In that case, yes, it's okay to eat up that 3% convenience fee because you're going to get so much more value from that sign-up bonus on those points anyway. And going hand in hand with rent, Another spend category that you might have is home utilities. And the only real credit card that I found which could work out the best for this category is the US Bank Cash Plus card. This card actually allows you to choose 2 of your highest spending categories and earn 5% cash back on those purchases. Here is a list of some of the other eligible categories that you could use this credit card to earn 5% cash back with. And other than maybe fast food, I don't see myself putting a lot of spend on this credit card outside of utilities. That's why it would primarily be used for a home utilities card to earn 5% cash back with. The US Bank Cash Plus credit card has a welcome offer of $200 cash back after spending $1,000 within the first 4 months of account opening. Depending on your lifestyle, another major spend category every month is going to be gas purchases. Once again, the Wells Fargo Autograph card is a credit card that you could use to make your gas station purchases on and earn 3x back with. And if you get your gas from Costco, you could still use this credit card at Costco Gas as well, since it's a Visa. Another option is the Blue Cash Everyday card, which also earns 3% cash back on US gas station purchases on up to $6,000 worth of spend. Or if you're someone that spends a lot of money on gas every month, then perhaps this is where you could use the Citi Custom Cash card to earn 5% cash back on up to $500 worth of spend per billing cycle. And with all these choices here, I would choose the Wells Fargo Autograph card because it's a Visa card, and then go to Costco Gas. Now, as we start to wind down here, these next 4 categories are probably categories that you may not be spending too much money on every month, and the first of those is going to be streaming services. Right out of the gate, if you purchase the Disney Plus bundle, I would recommend the American Express Blue Cash Everyday card because you actually get a credit for that streaming service every month on a no annual fee credit card. You will get a $7 monthly credit when you spend $9.99 every month or more on a subscription to the Disney Plus bundle. Or I guess it's just called the Disney bundle. But funny enough, you don't earn any extra cash back on other streaming service purchases. I guess technically you don't earn extra points on any streaming service, including Disney Plus. It's just all 1% cash back. So credit card options that will help you earn 3x points on streaming services are the Capital One Savor One and the Wells Fargo Autograph. Then the last option is the US Bank Altitude Go credit card, which will give you a $15 statement credit every 12 months if you purchase a streaming service on this card for at least 11 months out of the year. You'll also be earning 2x points on those streaming service purchases throughout that whole time. For this category, I'm also going to cheat again because I'm going to use 2 of those credit cards. Personally, I use Hulu, so I would purchase the Disney bundle, and I would make use of that statement credit from the Amex Blue Cash Everyday card. I also use Spotify, which I'll put on the US Bank Altitude Go credit card to make sure I get that $15 statement credit every year, and that basically covers more than 1 month of Spotify. Another spending category is the broad entertainment category, which includes things like live sports or movie theater tickets. And really, I only have 1 credit card in mind for this category, and it's the one that I would choose as well, I guess, because I guess it just wins by default, but it's the Capital One Savor One, which will earn 3% cash back on those purchases. Another spend category that perhaps has seen an uptick in the last few years is online shopping and Amazon purchases. The Amex Blue Cash Everyday card will actually earn 3% cash back on up to $6,000 worth of spend every year on online retail store purchases, and that includes Amazon, Walmart, department stores, and others. However, if you're already an Amazon Prime member, then I'll also recommend looking into the Amazon Prime Visa credit card, which will earn 5% cash back on Amazon purchases. That credit card will give you a sign-up bonus of a $100 Amazon gift card after you are approved. For this spend category, I would definitely choose the Amex Blue Cash Everyday card. However, if you are already an Amazon Prime user, like I mentioned before, you might as well get the Amazon Prime Visa credit card too. Finally, we have the last spend category, which honestly isn't really a spend category, but it is the rotating category. And here we have the Chase Freedom Flex card, which earns 5% back on quarterly rotating categories. Right now, the rotating categories for Q1 of 2024 on the Chase Freedom Flex are grocery stores, fitness clubs, gym memberships, self-care, and spa services. The rotating categories on the Discover It for this quarter which by the way, the second card is the Discover It cashback credit card. But those rotating categories for this quarter are going to be restaurants and drugstores. Both of these cards will earn the 5% cashback on their respective categories on up to $1,500 worth of spend per quarter, which comes out to on average around $500 per month. The sign-up bonus on the Chase Freedom Flex usually is a $200 cashback after spending $500 within the first 3 months of account opening. And the normal sign-up bonus on the Discover It cashback card is Discover will actually match whatever you spend or earn in cashback for that first year of having the credit card. So if you spent $10,000 on that credit card in the first year, you'll get 10,000 additional points along with the points that you earned from those purchases. So I guess in total you'll get, oh God, what's my, if all $10,000 were in the rotating category, which, to simplify it, if you spent $10,000 in just 1% cashback categories, you would get 20,000 total Discover points. If we're just comparing rotating categories on both of these credit cards, it's honestly kind of hard to choose which card would be better because they both have good rotating categories throughout the year. I'm gonna bend the rules yet again, surprise, surprise, and say that I would choose the Chase Freedom Flex credit card because it has more bonus categories to choose from aside from that 5% rotating category. Okay, with this list of no annual fee credit cards that we just went over, you should be able to find a credit card for any purchase that you may encounter throughout your entire lifetime. If you made it this far, thank you so very much, because I know this is probably one of the longer videos on my channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe and check out the links down below if you're interested in learning more about your next credit card. Thank you again. I'll see you in the next one. All right, shoot.